Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. This is Dr. Jacqueline King, and I am the CEO and founder of Black Women Empowered. And as you know, we bring amazing people to you doing amazing things. And of course, today will not disappoint you. We have the lovely Regenia Frison Jones with us. And she, when I tell you that this woman is a mover and a shaker, that's an understatement. How you doing, Regina?
I am good, Dr. King.
Well, I'm glad to have you here with us because, we've been chit-chatting and talking about mental wellness and stuff, and we've been talking about a lot of stuff, but it's something that's near and dear to my heart, and it's near and dear to your heart. So you came up with an idea, you and your handsome husband and family came up with an idea that kind of is kind of rare. Let's talk about your business.
Well, first, I want to say thank you so much for inviting me on your show. I am honored. I'm honored to be connected to you. And also, I want to congratulate you on your recent award that you received. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you so much. And like I said, we're in the same spaces. So let's talk about the business. You have three of them. Name them.
I have Hands On Services of Indiana, which is a social service agency, and we do community based work. I
Okay.
also have, excuse me,
Go. I said okay.
and I also have Hands on Haven Respite Home, which is a mental health respite home for youth. And we recently expanded to Hands on Deck, which is a boating company to support mental health for caregivers.
And that's the part that gets me because caregivers are very much overlooked. Tell me what gave you this idea in the first place.
With the boat,
With the whole hands-on services.
well, I've been in social service for 30 some years. My husband and I, we had been foster parents for about 19, 20 years. So through our tenure of serving youth, um, we just felt like we should go into business our own. And that's what we did in 2018. My husband had lost his job a year before, and it was a great time for us to start our business. So we started our social service business in 2018, and then we expanded to the mental health respite home in 2022. And then this year we opened up our boating company.
Wow. So I know that there's a lot of change as far as employment. People are losing their jobs, but if you learn how to reinvent yourself, which a lot of people don't, you'll always have something. And I predicted years ago that the United States at some point was going to be a services company. Everybody was going to be serving each other. And so that is where we are. So, can you tell me why you thought it was important to have a space for caregivers?
Well, our business, the community based business, on that side of the business, we work with the whole family unit. So we
Hmm.
work with caregivers. And some of
Hmm.
the skills that we teach is self care and mindfulness. It's important that they are able to emotionally recharge as well. So we thought this would be a great opportunity, a great space. We had the resource to do this, to really promote a space for caregivers. If water is your thing, we're your waves to wellness.
Wow, I like that. So, tell me about the respite home. What exactly goes on there? How does that work?
Well, the respite home, when we were foster parents, respite, there was always a need. And even in the foster care system, there's always a need among foster parents and even biological parents. They need that break. So we felt that was a great market to get into, to be able to give parents that is dealing with loved ones with serious emotional disturbance disorder opportunity to get a break and their children would be in a safe space. So, on our community based side of our business, we work with strategies and skills with young people. And we thought, why not bring this space into a respite home where we have an opportunity to work with them in real time in a group setting? Because on the community based side of the business, we're working with youth one on one. And generally,
Mhm.
when you're working with a youth one on one, they're always going to do great, right? But when you
Mhm.
get them in a space with other youth, you have an opportunity to work with them on some of the social and emotional issues and challenges that they may be facing in real time.
Mhm. That is true. So, um, how many people? I mean, how does it work? Do they have to set an appointment? How does that work?
We are certified through the Division of Mental Health and Addictions. So everyone that works the respite home, they are certified technicians. So we work with youth with serious emotional disturbance disorders. And when
Mhm.
they come to us, generally they're on a program that supports families. They have to qualify for the program. We also take self pay as well. So some families come in and they pay out of pocket. We have also partnered with organizations where they may support the families with either part of the fee or the whole fee.
And did you say you take like Medicare, Medicaid, or is that covered?
Services is built up under Medicaid for some of the families, yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Um, and so how long of a stay? How long can they stay there? I'm like,
It
they're
depends on
bringing
what
like they're bringing their loved ones, right?
youth stays there. So we
Okay, so
service
it's
youth from
youth. Okay.
ages 10 to
Mm-hmm.
17.
Mm-hmm.
We have taken youth at age 7, but we try to stick around the range of 10 to 17. And under the Division of Mental Health and Addictions, they can stay up to 14 days.
Oh,
Normally, youth come every other weekend or either on the first and third weekend. Self pay, they can stay however long the families want them to stay. And then, our collaboration with other organizations, they determine how long they want the youth to stay with us.
wow, that's pretty nice.
And for
So
our audience that may not know what respite is a lot like daycare. The
that's what it
youth, they
is.
come to us and we work with them on social and emotional learning. We also do IL skills like teach them personal hygiene, um, money management skills, just a variety of skills that they learn in the respite home. So it's a safe space where youth can come instead of going to a residential or acute setting. So we're in a home like environment.
And what are some of the things that they do when they're with you?
We work on appropriate communication skills, building healthy peer relation skills, self regulation, teaching them how to regulate their emotions. And then we have those IL skills like personal hygiene, chores, cooking classes. We have people that come out and facilitate money management classes, gardening classes, just a variety of things. We are also in the community on the weekend.
Wow. Okay. That sounds really good. And so like I said, if someone wants to get somebody, they make an appointment. And how many kids can you take on a given weekend?
12.
Okay, you did say that. All
Mhm.
right. And so you have a staff or is that
We
that
do have a
the
staff. We have
okay.
a first and second and third shift.
Okay. And what are they certified in?
A lot of the staff have a bachelor's degree in social work or mental health or human services.
That's really, really good.
And
I
they have
know.
to be CPR certified and they have to be certified through the state. We also do criminal background checks,
Wow.
fingerprinting, drug screening, everything to ensure the safety of the youth that's in our care.
That's pretty good. Do you know anyone else that does this other than you?
Oh, absolutely. Here in Fort Wayne, I believe there's another respite home that opened up shortly after I did. But I have three partners, and we all have respite home, and we all have um, we've all set our respite home up the same. We run the same programs, and we have went after grants together, and we have gotten grants together. So those are my partners. We recently received a 4-year contract with the Department of Child Services together. We got that contract. And then I will also be doing the beads waiver, which we would be expanding services to that population, individuals with disabilities. Up under that program, we would also be able to service adults.
That's nice. So I come from the uh assisted living. So I'm
Mhm.
familiar with respite because while I was in assisted living, they had a respite where the family members could bring, kind of like a daycare center, bring
Mhm.
their kids of their family members who were elderly or whatever there, so they could go on vacation. All same thing, same concept, right?
Yes, same concept. Yes.
Very, very good. So what gives you the most joy out of what you do?
I think for me is plant those seeds. It just feels good to give back. So much have been given to me. My why, there's so many reasons for my why. As a teenager, I could have went anywhere way, and there was people that poured into me, that supported me even into my adulthood. So I owe it to give back, and I enjoy it.
I love it. That is a fact. So that's great. And so your family, that you have a very beautiful and supportive family, correct?
I do.
And how
I'm
do they get
blessed.
involved? I know that your husband is the captain, which I had a chance to take a ride on that wonderful boat that he has, which I thought that was an amazing idea. To just relax. Water, nothing relaxes you like water.
Mhm.
So, yeah, how do they feel about being involved, and what is their part other than your husband doing the boat? Are the rest of the family
Well,
members involved? Hmm.
my husband and I, we are co-owners of all three business. So when we started in 2018, we're co-owners of the business. But my daughter is here temporarily. She's studying for the MCAT, and until she go to medical school, she works the business. She is the respite director of the business. And then my sons, they help out where they can. One of my sons is not in Fort Wayne. So there
Okay.
I have a very supportive family.
That is important, that your
Mhm.
family is supportive, because this is a huge undertaking what you're doing, and I commend you and the family. What would you like to share with caregivers? Because it's hard. I was a caregiver too before my mother passed away, and it takes a lot of your time and many times a lot of your energy. What advice do you have for caregivers?
I think just to take down the shame, asking for help. That's the biggest thing that I have been trying to champion,
Mhm.
because there's families where they don't want to ask for help, and they
Right?
feel like if I ask for help, I'm not a good parent. So just taking down that stigma of needing help. It's important for caregivers to get that break for themselves, because they can't take care of their loved ones if they're not taking care of themselves. So there
That
is
mm,
support groups here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. There's agencies like my agency that will help you, but you have to be willing to ask for help. Help is there.
mhm, that's true. There is no shame, and, um, we all need a break and need to be refreshed and renewed,
Mhm.
and like you said, if you're not taking care of yourself, it's almost impossible to take care of other people.
And they're
Now
just like us. You
Exactly.
know, the only difference with some of my families and myself is I had a mother, I had siblings. When I needed a break, I can send my children there. Some of these
Hmm.
families, they don't have natural support, they don't have family members to help them.
That's a fact. And so you this is just a snippet of your life. You've gotten all kind of awards and accolades and been on TV. Let's talk about some of the other amazing things you've done. Women Forward, and I might be messing it up. Let's talk about that.
Who's Your Women Forward?
There you go.
I graduated there. It's
What
a
is that?
political, it's a political organization that help women that want to run for office, or just help women that want to be involved leaders in their community. So it's a network, a lot like what you're doing. It's a platform for women. If you need something, you have the support there. You have the tools and resources to do whatever you want to do. If you want to sit on the board, if you want to run for office, if you just want to be a leader in your community. So I was really proud to be selected. Um, it's very competitive to get in. So I was really honored that I was selected. I think it was 9 months. I drove to Indianapolis once a month, sometimes
Wow.
2 times a month.
Wow. So what did you get out of that? What I mean, what would somebody who got selected, what do they have to look forward to?
Oh, a network of women, many resources. They brought in so many leaders, women that was in power, different workshops, different training sessions. I just learned a lot from even the other women that was in the program. So it's definitely a program someone would want to be a part of. And once you graduate, you have all these women to call on for resources. It's a network. Your network, just like your book said, is your network.
Yeah, that is right.
Yes.
My book is out. Your network is your net worth. And so you and I just recently talked about networking. Why do you think it's so important?
Oh, it's important because, for one, we can't do this work alone. You have to collaborate. We're in this together. And I think when we learn that and we understand, we get nowhere alone. Everything that I have gained in my life, I was standing on the shoulders of others who helped me get across the finish line. And networking
Amen.
is just so important. I just can't express enough the importance of it. This last contract that I got, if it wasn't for my partners, for us coming together, I don't think we would have got this contract.
And that's amazing because I've been saying for, well, BW will be 15 years in November, that we are a sister's keeper,
Mhm.
and we have to stick together more so now than ever before. When we have a government that's trying to tear us apart, to make us feel less than, losing black women, 400,000, over 400,000 black women have lost jobs. You have to network because you never know where that next opportunity is going to come from, who it's going to come from, right?
Absolutely. Every job in my career life that I've had, it's been word of mouth. Someone knew me, they knew my work, someone that I had networked with. So networking is really important.
You do. I love your tea that you do as a fundraiser, and you're a perfectionist. I know because I've been around you long enough to know that you are a perfectionist. You don't do shabby, and that's good. That is a great thing. I admire you from afar, from close up. I tell you all the time. I believe in giving people their flowers while they're here. Don't wait until they go in and say how wonderful they were, and oh, she
Hmm.
was a wonderful person. But you are really doing a lot uh, in the community, to help the community, and not just your beautiful smile, not just your beautiful personality, but you're giving back. And to me, community is everything. If you're in a community and you're not doing anything, you're wasting your gifts and talents. And God did not give us gifts and talents to sit on. He gave them to us to be a blessing to others. Would you agree?
I absolutely agree. And I want to thank you for all the nice things that you've said. I received that. I'm really trying hard to just receive what people say. It's hard to accept compliments because you're so used to giving it and you're not doing the work for that. But I thank you so much and I receive that. But I definitely agree. For me, when I leave this earth, I want God to say, I did a good job. And I want people to remember me. My legacy would be that I gave of myself, I helped other people. That's what I'm here for, to serve.
Absolutely. And believe it or not, we are having technical difficulties. We're not showing up on Facebook. I'm going to have to rerun the show. I don't know what happened, but
Hmm.
when I went to go live, we're on LinkedIn and we're on YouTube, and I'll have to rerun it on Facebook because I'm just not,
It
you
happens.
know, it does, but that's all right. We can rerun it so all of our people who are on LinkedIn are seeing it and YouTube. But
Yes.
nonetheless, I just admire you. You are a role model for younger women. You're a beacon of light for our community. And, you always show up. I look at sometimes I'm looking on Facebook and I'm just tired of looking at you and did 5 things in one day. I'm like, how is she doing it? She's got this outfit on here. She's here in the morning. She's here in the afternoon. How do you balance all of that?
Sometimes I got to be honest, I get tired. I really do sometimes. But I try to support. I had very active children in this community, and this community has always showed up for the Jones children and the Jones family. So I try to show my support as well. So when people extend invites, I try my best to make it. Now, I do have to sort of balance that. I'm trying to balance that with work and family. But when I can, I will show up because so many people have shown up for my family and I. And
That's
I don't
that's
take that lightly.
That is very heart warming because a lot of people are takers and they don't feel like they owe anything. They just take, take, take. That type of person,
Hmm.
and give nothing back. I'm with you on that. I believe in giving back, and encouragement is my thing. So
Hmm.
if you're not used to getting compliments, you might as well get used to it because God has gifted me to empower and encourage women, all women, black women, white women, it doesn't matter. But that is when you know your gift, you have to walk in it.
Yes.
And that's what you're doing, right?
Yes. My
So
gifts have made room for me. Definitely.
that's my dad used to say that to me all the time. My dad is 89. God bless him. Still going to the church to put the boxes together for the homeless. He was going today. He drives cars through the auction 2 days a week at 89.
What a blessing.
It
I
is
want
a
to be like
blessing.
your dad.
I know, right? And my
Hmm.
grandparents, yeah, they were well in their 90s too. But I believe that God, like I said, He's put you here to do something, and it keeps you young.
Yes.
It keeps you alive because when you're helping others, even though I'm 68, we have aches and pains too. But when you're helping others, you don't have time to think about your aches and pains, or maybe even your issues. You don't have to think about. I mean, you don't have time to think about it when you're busy serving other people.
Hmm.
And that's what the word says. We are to serve one another. This has been really great. Is there anything that you want to share that I haven't touched on?
I think you've touched on everything, but I want to just share with the audience exactly what we do at each business.
Okay.
Hands on Services of Indiana is a community based organization, social service. So we provide one on one support for youth with serious emotional disturbance disorders. And we also provide service to their caregivers, which is a wraparound program. And we do day respite on that side of the business. And then there's the respite home where they can have an extended break caregivers. The children, like I said, can come on the weekends. They can stay up to 14 days. And then we have the Bowden Company. And the Bowden is for caregivers, but it's also to promote the business with businesses and organizations in Fort Wayne who want to do a self-care day for their
Mm-hmm.
employees or either their team. So hopefully we will see a lot of businesses utilizing us next year. And our website is www.hosoindy.com. Again, that's www.hosoindy.com. And we're located here in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. We do have one person is saying that Jose is saying that he finds it difficult to find a job because he's overqualified, and that's what we've been talking about. So, uh, someone once said, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring your own chair. So that's what you basically what you have done. You're not sitting back waiting for somebody to hire you. You're not sitting back waiting for the government to give you a handout. You're making it happen. And in this day and time, that is the option,
Mhm.
whether you like it or not, right?
It is the option. And it's hard work. I'm not going to say owning your own business is easy because it's not for the weak. There's some days that I want to give in, but I know it's bigger than me. What I'm doing and the work that I'm doing is way bigger than me.
And when you I don't know, I know you're a Christian woman like me, and the song says you take one step and he'll take two. God always shows up even at the last moment. I know you have stories where you just I know you do.
He has made provisions for my family and I, and he has opened doors where no man can shut. So if you
Absolutely.
have that faith with a little work, it can happen.
It can, and it happened for you, and it can happen for anyone else. This has been a blessing, Virginia. I'm. I want to get you one of these days. I'm gonna get you and your husband together because you're an amazing couple. You just got honored
Yeah.
recently. Talk about that real quick.
Oh boy, I thought I was getting married again. It was such an honor. So Annie Davis and her husband, who is the pastor here, one of the pastors here in Fort Wayne, Isaac Davis, they do a marital group. I think they have workshops throughout the year, but at the end of the year, which was last weekend, they honor couples, and it's anointed marriages with this ring. It
Yeah.
was such a beautiful space, a beautiful setting, and just encouragement from married couples. The speaker was a pastor and his wife. They were really transparent about the good, the bad, the ugly that happens in marriage, but with God and love, it will sustain you. Marriages is important. So it was just a beautiful program, and we were so honored to have been selected and honored.
That's a blessing. You are such a beautiful couple. I tell you that all the time. So was it? So did single people get anything out of it if you weren't married?
I hope so. They talked about what marriage should look like, what marriage is, and the importance of those vows. So if you were single, you know what to look for when you get married. So
Okay,
if
that's
I was single, I would have got a lot out of it.
Okay, that's what I mean, I was out of town, I would have been there.
It was beautiful.
Because I try
You
to
always
support.
support.
I try my best to
Yeah.
support always. But this is beautiful. Thank you so much for your time today. Um, we want to encourage anyone that is looking to start a business, even a business like yours. If you can do it, they can do it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you. Continue the work that God has placed in your hands, and I know it will grow. Look, who knows? You might have these all over the world, all over the world. I spoke that to someone not too long ago. Well, actually, maybe 6, 7 years ago, that they needed to be educating all over the world. Guess
Hmm.
what? That's what they're doing now.
That's what they're doing. You
That's
have
what
to
they're doing.
speak life into what you're doing
Absolutely. I
and
love
believe
you,
it.
honey. I
I love
love
you
you.
too.
I appreciate you. And until our next interview, when we bring back Mr. Jones, uh, and you be blessed, okay?
You
We
too.
want to
Thank
we
you.
want to thank everybody for tuning in. We apologize on Facebook. We will rerun it when I find out what happened. Technology, you can never tell what's going to be happening, but we'll get it straightened out. Thank you so much. God bless you, Virginia.
Same to you. Have a great evening.
You too. Thank you.
Bye bye.
The Black Women Empowered Directory offers excellent opportunities for networking due to several key factors. Community of like minded individuals. See, the directory brings together a community of Black and Brown women who share common goals, interests, and experiences. Networking within this community provides a unique opportunity to connect with individuals who understand and support each other's aspirations and challenges. Within our directory, you'll find Black and Brown women from diverse professional backgrounds, including entrepreneurship, corporate leadership, nonprofit organizations, and more. This diversity opens up a wealth of networking opportunities, allowing members to tap into a wide range of expertise, resources, and connections. While we're open to most businesses, we focus on the underserved. Don't delay. Join the Black Women Empowered Directory today at blackwomenempowereddirectory.com.